Please welcome to the stage our friendly and professional judges. Come on up, let's go.
Hi, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Now, Kingsley's one of the brave ones today. He's an independent candidate, which means he sources, roasts,
sorry, nice to meet you.
all of his own coffee and funds this whole thing. Yeah. Independent candidate, Kingsley NGUYEN.
Yeah, sure. Just pour them both in. Cool.
All right, Kingsley, I'm going to hand over to you now, mate. Best of luck.
Yep.
Wishing you well.
Cool. Oh, okay. Yeah. Time, complexity, and contrast. Hi, judges. My name is Kingsley, and I love specialty coffee. But I didn't always love specialty coffee. You see, when I first started to work as a barista, I only drank milk coffee, and I thought that black coffee was just bitter water and that I'd never like it. But here I am, 4 years later, obsessed with specialty coffee and even competing in a brewing competition. And the reason why I love specialty coffee so much is for the incredible complexity and contrast of flavors and sensory experience that you can get in specialty coffee. You see, when I go out to eat, I love complexity and contrast. Let's take, for example, a very common item, a fried chicken sandwich, with its soft, pillowy bread in contrast with the crispy and crunchy batter. For me, that contrast of textures is just so enjoyable. Or let's take, for example, my favorite kind of cuisine, Thai cuisine. In many Thai dishes, you can have multiple flavors in one dish. In a single dish, you can have sweet, sour, salty, spicy, and umami, all in one. So complex, yet in combination, it can be so delicious. So when I found out that in coffee, you can have the same level of complexity and contrast, I became obsessed. And that's why I'm presenting the coffee that I have today, for its incredible complexity and contrast. The coffee that I am presenting is an anti-maceration washed geisha from the producer, Diego Bermudez of El Paraiso, Colombia. The anti-maceration process is slightly different from traditional fermentation. Traditionally, fermentation involves increasing the pressure in a tank by adding nitrogen or by adding carbon dioxide. But in the anti-maceration process, Diego actually reduces the pressure in the tank by removing gases and by removing oxygen. And this means that during fermentation, there's different microbes, different yeasts, and different bacteria is active, and thus different flavors are being created. Following this fermentation, Diego then washes and dries the coffee, and he does this with a dehumidification machine. He uses this machine to ensure that the coffee is not exposed to high temperatures, which would degrade the quality of the coffee. And the result is a high quality coffee with layers and layers of complexity. I have roasted this coffee on a Cafe Logic with a total roast time of just 5 minutes and 30 seconds, a development time only 30 seconds, weeks rest for maximum flavor development. This is an unusually short profile, but the coffee itself is also quite unusual. I was surprised to find when I received these beans that the color of the beans were not green, not yellow, but actually brown. And this meant I had to approach roasting the coffee differently in order to preserve all of the flavors. By roasting it this way, I was able to create an incredibly complex cup that changes dramatically from hot to cold, and even at times from sip to the next sip. There are flavors of a wide spectrum in this cup, from fruits such as citruses and watermelon, all the way to florals such as rose, and even a soda-like flavor. My brew ratio is a 1:15 ratio, with 16 grams of coffee to 240 mils of water. Brew ratio, in my experience, has the biggest impact on flavor clarity. Too much water and the bold flavors become muted. Too little water and the bold flavors overtake the delicate ones. With the 1:15 ratio, I'm able to present both delicate and bold flavors in this cup. My brew temperature is 92 degrees. Brew temperature, in my experience, has the biggest impact on the acidity profile. And with this coffee at 92 degrees, I'm able to present a complex and crisp acidity. My grind size is a fine grind with low RPM. In my experience, grind size has the biggest impact on the overall body. This combination works so well together. With a fine grind, I'm able to maximize the body, and low RPM ensures that astringency does not creep in, and this presents itself as a full body and round mouthfeel. My agitation is 3 equal pours of 80 mils in a spiral pattern with 1-minute intervals. By using a spiral pattern, I'm extracting via percolation. And by using 80 mils, which is 5 times the dose, in each pour, I am also extracting via immersion. This combination of immersion and percolation allows me to create an even more complex flavor profile that changes as it cools down. As for the equipment, I'm using an Origami Air for its thermal stability, an Origami Wave paper filter with its even bed depth, and this combination allows me to extract a gentle but high quality sweetness of watermelon. Judges, this brew will finish at 3 minutes, and I'd like you to please get ready to write down the aroma. For aroma, we have medium intensity with notes of watermelon and tropical fruit. I'll be serving the aroma in this origami carafe with its bold shape in order to enhance the clarity of the fruits. When assessing the aroma, I would like you to please swirl 3 times before making an assessment, and please assess at least 2 times. Yeah, please enjoy. Yeah, please enjoy. Yeah, please enjoy. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Oh, yeah, thank you. I will be serving these coffees in the origami cup in the black color for its rough texture in order to enhance the juicy mouthfeel of the cup. Judges, please get ready to write down the flavor notes. For flavor, we have a complex profile that changes dramatically from hot to cold. When it's hot, from hot to cold, there's high intensity. And during hot, you will taste grapefruit, rose, and cherry. As the coffee cools down, it will shift into a new set of notes of watermelon, lime, and soda. For the aftertaste, we have a citrus-forward aftertaste with medium intensity and medium length. When the coffee is hot, you will taste lime. And as the coffee cools down, that will transition into orange. For acidity, there is a crisp and complex acidity. When hot, it will be medium high intensity with citric acidity. And as the coffee cools down, the acidity increases to high intensity with the introduction of also phosphoric acidity. For sweetness, we have a gentle, medium, high-quality sweetness of watermelon from hot to cold. Yeah. And for mouthfeel, we have a contrasting experience. When hot, you'll have a medium heavy body with a round and full mouthfeel. And as the coffee cools down, that will turn into a juicy mouthfeel. Judges, this coffee represents what I love most about coffee, and that is complexity and contrast. And I hope that you enjoy it just as much as I do. Here you are. Please enjoy. Here you are. Please enjoy. Here you are. Please enjoy. Judges, thank you so much for your time. Please enjoy the coffee. Time.
Kingsley NGUYEN, everyone. Kingsley.